right, guys. The market looks strong today, but it seems like right before the close, we actually sold off. So, was that a bull trap? Is that are we about to completely collapse, or is that just to get setting up tomorrow so we can get a short squeeze? We're gonna get into it today, but before we do anything further, guys, if you here, welcome. I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Again, one thing I also have to let you guys know, I am not a financial advisor. Everything I do here is for educational purposes. Make sure you do your own homework. Remember, trading carries risk. Including loss of capital. So if you want to do anything, make sure you do your own homework, your own due diligence. Again, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is any suggestions for you to buy, hold, or sell. Now, let's get into it. This was an interesting day. So, but before we go in, let's see what's going on tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow we have some numbers coming in. Today we had the ADP job numbers, which was not too bad. Still came below, and to me that's a little concerning. There's two ways to look at that. So the unemployment numbers were not bad, but they were less than expected. What exactly does that mean for us as investors in the stock market? So if you're in the stock market, let's start with the human element of it. If you somebody who's actually looking for a job and whatever, I know it's tough out there for you. I know it is hard, but this is why I do what I do. This is why I do this. I do this for you guys. Hopefully, I can help in that way. You can supplement your income. But if you are an investor, if you are a trader, this is good news. It's unfortunate, guys, but that's the truth. It is good news. Why? If the job market looks like it's a little weak, that means the probability of us getting an additional cut this coming FOMC meeting is increasing. Remember, as of right now, we don't think we're going to get anything. So, for all purposes, if for whatever reason we keep getting those job numbers and they don't look very good, right? The unemployment is actually looking like it's about to spike. The job market is shaky. We might actually get an additional cut, which would be great for the stock market. That will have us completely shoot up. All right. So tomorrow we have initial jobless claims. We expecting about 210,000. I think this might be a little higher because I was a little surprised. The ADP numbers came out to be this week. To be honest, because we're just coming off of the holiday season. Typically, holiday season we typically exceed, hiring numbers. All right. So all we have left again, then all of those will come before the market. We also have U.S. trade deficit, U.S. productivity. These don't typically tend to move the market much, but I do believe initial jobless claim will make the market move. On Friday, we have unemployment data. Now, these are old numbers. These are not new numbers. These are the delayed numbers we were supposed to receive. We did not get. We are getting those tomorrow Friday. Um, Fingers crossed, because you never know. Sometimes they pull them last minute. All right. Second thing I wanted to touch base with you guys about, that's the fear and greed index. All right, guys. Right now with the stock market, we are at a 47. It has dropped. It's neutral. Remember, the fear and greed index sort of like shows how bullish people are with the stock market, and when it's in the extreme fear, people are very bearish. The fact that right now it's only neutral, it's not, there's no greed, meaning everyone is still being a bit cautious. Um, I'm still leaning toward the bullish side, meaning we might move up a little more. Maybe even if we do a bit of a pullback, I think it will just be a pullback. But I do think we're going to keep rallying up. Reason being, when I do think we're gonna have a big drop, like a reset at some point, first half of the year. But I don't think this is it yet. Again, what I say I don't think that it is. When things change, when the chart change, we're going to adjust as well. Now let's take a look at let's dive into the chart, guys. I know that's what we all waiting for. That's what we all want to see. Let's dive into the chart. Okay. If you were here yesterday, you know why I have pop written right here on this. For those of you guys joining for the first time, pop is our motto for this year, and pop means process over profit. Meaning what? No matter what, the one thing we always going to focus on is our process. All right? Like we're going to follow our trading plan. We're not going to chase. And I'm going to show you guys, I have a great example to show you guys why you stick to your trading plan. Okay? I will show you how we avoid, my whole community avoided a potential disaster based on a question that was asked in the community. All right, so today at market open, it seems like we ran up. Remember yesterday when I was talking to you guys? Let me remove that there. So this is our resistance level, and I told you guys even though we close above resistance level, this is not yet a breakout. Wait. I told you guys to wait. If you follow me, they did not get you. All right. But hey, if you did not listen, if you jumped at that because you say, hey, you know what, we're making an all-time high, and you get in here because you're expecting a move to be made way up this way, they got you. You know, this is why we wait. We wait and see exactly how things going to pan out. Because unfortunately, we did not have confirmation. Yeah, we have the breakout of the level. However, we did not have a continuation for the move. Continuation, for those of you guys here again, continuation means right here, we needed this candle to close above this level, right? Above 692 for us to know that move has been confirmed, meaning we're about to continue going up. All right, so we didn't have that. And the fact that we did not have that means, are we going to go down? I don't know. I don't know yet because we at the same time you can look at it and say, hey, you know what? We seems to have closed right at that at that support level. That's where we closed. So tomorrow it could be tomorrow when the market open and those numbers, those jobless claim comes out, we might gap up and squeeze higher. We don't know yet. This is why we wait. This is a very very important level. But as of right now, all in here, this is indecision. Okay, we don't do anything yet. We're just waiting to see what happens. Okay, now let's dig into it a little bit. Let's see exactly how the market moved today. If I go in, this is the 30 minutes. If we looked at the 30 minutes, you can see as soon as the market opened, what did we do? We faked the drop and we pushed up, and then right at the right, let me see, right there, midday is when we started scaling down. And what did we do? We went right back to the breakout level, which was previous resistance, which is now being used as support. But let me see if you guys can get that. For those of you guys that always hear, always follow, what exactly did you guys see in this chart? This is the 30 minutes. I'm gonna give you guys a second. Okay, let me check the chart. Let me check the chart and see if anybody got that. Okay. Uh, okay. I'm taking a look at that. Let's see. Let's see here. If you said we had a head and shoulder pattern, you are correct. This is what we did, right? If we go in the 15 minutes, it might look even more clear to you. That's even clearer, right? In the 15 minutes. This is our left shoulder. This is the head right there. And this is our right shoulder. So we have that head and shoulder pattern, which is a bearish pattern, meaning what? We're going to tank. And that's exactly how that plays out. And again, we just went right to that support level. So we did not break down. So we can say, I'm not going to call that a false breakout yet. Right? But at the same time, that breakout has also not been confirmed yet. So we're neutral, right? We're completely at a neutral state right now. That's where we are. Okay, let's see. If we go in the 2 hours, we're taking a look in the 2 hours. This is what I don't like. What I'm seeing, if you're looking at here, what we have here, we have bearish divergence in the MACD, and the MACD has crossed and coming down, right? So we can all see that. We have bearish divergence in the MACD, but again, the other side of it is the fact that we are still holding. If we come down, we might come down to this level, or we might come all the way down to the trend line. Again, you guys know I love trading with trend lines. I think trend line is super important. I have been trading with those, and I love trading with trend lines. If we go into 4 hours again, 4 hours looks like again you don't want to see this. When you see we're making a higher high, this is a higher high, this is a higher high, right? If we're taking all these levels, so we're making higher highs, right? And we were even making higher lows. But if you look at the MACD, we have higher high, we have a high, we have a higher high, but the MACD is making a higher low. That's bearish divergence. That's actually very bearish. All right, meaning we might be going down, but we need confirmation because again, tomorrow can change everything. When the numbers come out, we look at the numbers. That may change exactly how this is going to play out. That can completely change. Okay, let's see. I think somebody mentioned something. Okay. And this is what I talk about, guys. When I'm talking about process over profit, guys. When I'm talking about process over profit, this is the kind of things I'm really talking about. Because if you follow the process, right? If you stick with the process and you follow it, what does the process say? It says when we have those breakouts, when we have those breakouts, we must wait for continuation. So if you follow the process, again, stop chasing profit. You follow the process, the profit will follow. All right? Follow the process, the profit will follow. So if you wait, you did not get in, this is you avoided this trap. I mean, I'm calling it a trap right now simply because it looks like we might be going down, but that's not confirmed yet. That is not confirmed. But let me be clear with that. That has not confirmed yet because we still close above the support line. Because now this is not resistance, this is support. So we close above the support line. We can see that right there. And if you look at the daily still looks okay. It's not crossing down. It's not crossing up. If we look at the 30 minutes, what we would need to see in the 30 minutes is a curl up, maybe a squeeze tomorrow, right? Test this level, do a pullback so we can continue that move, continue to squeeze. This is what we need to see tomorrow. It's the same thing if you're looking at the MACD. The MACD right now is negative. Let me bring that up. You guys can see that, right? So this is the bearish divergence we had in the MACD, and then we drop. This is where we are now. What we need the MACD to do is curl up, turn positive, pull back a little bit, and then curl right back up. Give us a nice little bullish divergence to give us that momentum that we need so we can push up. So this is what the SPY is looking at is looking like right now. Let's go back on the daily time frame again. To me, this is no trade zone right now. No trade zone. Why? We not at any. Yes, we are at a support level, but that support level has not shown that it can hold yet. This is brand new support level because it just break out. All right. Is it at a trend line? No, it is not. We don't have a trend line for this. Okay, so that means we have no support all down here. We have no support all down here, and it might come down and take this come all the way down. This is a strong support level. It might come down and bounce here, or it may come all the way down here again. All right, because yeah, if you look at that, this is what we're doing. We have left shoulder, we have right shoulder, and This is the head. That's our inverted head and shoulder pattern. All right. I'm sure right now everyone can probably read those as soon as as soon as they pop up in the chat because I keep talking about those with you guys so much. I'm pretty sure you all of you guys are familiar with it. At the same time, while this is being done, this is what you cannot ignore. I'm gonna show you guys that. So, on a macro level, we have an inverted head and shoulder pattern forming on a macro level. But if you looking at it on a more immediate time frame, there's a case to be made that we are doing a double top. So you have to be careful with that. All right. This is what I'm saying. There's indecision. We don't know what's going on right now. Okay, so now if this, for whatever reason, if this actually come down tomorrow, I'm still going to wait and see what happens because we have that dynamic trend line support right there. Okay, question: which trend following indicator is most helpful for beginners? Um, I'm not very clear on that question. Which trend following indicator? This is not trend line is not an indicator. That's something that you have to do. Indicators are things you can just put on the chart to just see what's going on. If you're talking about moving averages and things like that, that may be. I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to. If you can clarify that, I would be more than happy to address that question for you. All right, so we're clear on the SPY. This is what the SPY is currently doing. Now let's take a quick look at the Nasdaq. So our good friend the Nasdaq actually broke above the level. It broke above the trend line level. However, look at this. We have an inverted hammer. Um, Is that bearish? I wouldn't say so. The fact that we still close outside, but would I buy this to go up? No. So right now, to me, all the market did was give day traders opportunities to get in, make some money, and then at the end of the day, for swing traders, if you're a swing trader, this is indecision for you, right? If you're a day trader, that was a great day to trade because we have a big rally up, we had a big move down. I mean, that is if you're trading options. Let me see. You had a range of 628 and 622. That is a 6 points move intraday. So that means you had plenty of time to make some money. Plenty of time. All right. So that's what you guys are looking at. But for swing traders, right now this is indecision. We're going to wait and see what happens, pretty much. Because as of right now, we just don't know. Is that going to continue to move up? Continue to make that move up, squeeze? I don't know. I cannot tell you. What I can say based on looking at the MACD right now, what I can say is we're still looking good. Because if you're looking at the MACD, we have bullish divergence in the MACD, right? So we have bullish divergence in the MACD, which is pretty good. And we just break out of the. If you're looking at that, you'll see this is more of an ascending triangle as well. So we're working out of the ascending triangle. But still, right now, I would not do anything. If I for swing traders, I'm not doing anything. I'm not taking any swing trades or anything like that. As a matter of fact, what I was going to do, I came this close to putting on some short position just to protect my portfolio this afternoon. But then from where the market did a bit of a rally right toward the end, and it didn't close below a certain level, and that did not trigger me getting into that position. All right. We're looking at all this. There's not much going on. Not much going on. We don't really have anything. We don't really have anything. I'm trying to see if I can give you guys some life for some of those of you guys that may be in calls or anything like that. I'm trying to see if there's any way I can give you guys some hope with a trend line. I just don't see it. If I don't see it, I can't give it to you. I'm sorry, guys. I just cannot. I am not going to make up trend lines to try to give you guys because we just don't have. We don't have any. I mean, you can try to push it. See, that doesn't work. It's below. Um, that's like out of desperation stuff. Yeah, that's like desperation stuff. I'm not doing this. I don't see any clear trend line right now. So as of right now, again with the Qs, with the S&P 500 and with the Qs, we are in wait and see mode. We're just going to wait and see. We're not buying anything right now. Now, this is how what I say process over profit. Every single person, I see that all over the place saying buy oil, buy this, buy that. And someone in the in the community asked, well, what are we doing with Chevron? Right? At the time, Chevron opened that day. Chevron was right around this level, 165. And I said, um, nothing. We're not doing anything because it was very clear to me the people already knew what was about to happen, and what did these people do? They already got in position. Let's even say I want to draw a bigger trend line. Let's do that. Yeah. So those people came in. This is a dirty game, guys. You can see it. It's clear as day, right? Clear as day. So they came in right all around this level. They bought in. I mean, I saw the move and I kept asking myself, why is the energy sector warning like that? I had no idea. That was on Friday. And then coming Saturday, we heard the whole thing that happened in Venezuela. So by Sunday, we already way up here. You don't do that. You don't jump in there. This was the level to get in, that support level. Or if you're going to get in, what I want to wait and see. So since we waited. So this happened. We did not get trapped up there. Now we drop. Are we going to have another leg up? That's the leg I want to wait for. All right. This is the process, right? The process says my process is I do not chase. If it's already taken off, I don't get on moving trend. If the stock already taken off, I'm not getting on. I'm okay. I'll wait. There's plenty of stocks in the stock market. I'll find something else. Or I'll wait for a pullback and I'll take the next wave. It's okay. We don't have to capture every single move. Some moves going to happen before we know it. And what you do is you just wait. You know what? I'll take it at the next stop. But I'm not gonna try to jump on. But imagine getting at 165. You in options. You getting killed. A lot of retail traders unfortunately jumped in because they're like, oh, oil, you know what? Chevron's going in, and you guys, let me talk to you guys directly with that. I used to be one of those people. Okay, we all have been there. We all have been. If you're being honest with yourself, there was a time where FOMO, fear of missing out, used to get you. You see something warning, you see people talking about it. Maybe somebody creates one of those fake P&L and they show, oh, I made $30,000 on this thing, or I made $180,000. First of all, if you made $180,000 today, why are you on YouTube showing everybody? I've never seen I've never seen Mark Zuckerberg post a P. Let me not use Zuckerberg. Let me use Warren Buffett. I've never seen Warren Buffett post his P&L talking about, hey, I made X amount today on social media for everybody. Now, if you in a like let's say for me that's teaching. If I want to show that, okay, that's a little different. Maybe that's the reason behind it. Or if I just want to show people in the community, hey, we take this play. This is the winning percentage that we had, or this is what the way it played out. That's something different. But why am I going on social media to post my P&L? Just so you guys know, a lot of those people are faking it. It is not true. Most of these things are you going to see. You go in multiple different places. You're going to see a lot of people posting the exact same thing, claiming it's their account. That's just the way the game goes. That's just how it is. All right. But we've all been there. And as much as you can resist that urge, especially going into this year. It's bad out there. It is bad. The numbers came out, um, and I'm going to sidetrack just a little bit from the technical analysis. The numbers came out. Guess what the numbers says? Americans are running out of money. The vast majority of people, when they talk about, oh, we've sold, this was the most sales we've ever had, um, for Black Friday. Do you know why it is the most? It's not because we sold the most products. It's because the products are so damn expensive now. So you spend more money buying the exact same thing. That's what happens. Less items were sold, but because of the tariffs and everything, and inflation, and everything costs so damn much, we end up spending a lot more money. That's the first thing. The second thing, the numbers came out also. Nearly 80% of Americans were just putting all these things on credit cards. It's either they're using credit cards or they're using buy now pay later system, which is still, I guess you can say, credit card, but like a loan sort of and whatever. So they're using buy now pay later or they're using credit cards. So a lot of people are running out of money. So you gotta be careful. Be careful. I do, as of right now, based on what I'm seeing, things might change. Unless things really, really, really change, it looks like we're going to have some issues the first quarter of the year. All right, now let's get back into it, guys. Let's go over Amazon real quick. So, just quick update. I want to give you guys a quick update on Amazon. So, when Amazon got to this level, as of right now, I'm still holding. Again, I'm still holding. But one other thing that I did, because I see some weakness is being shown right in there, I actually trimmed that position a little bit. All right. I'm going to keep letting you guys know what I'm doing with this one, and when I get out on it, that's the one everyone know. I bought here. I took profit there. I added here, and now we here. I took some profit because I'm seeing some. I didn't like this candle. I didn't like the way that closed. It seems like we having some weakness, so I took a little bit out. So that's what I did with that Amazon play. Now let's take a quick look at our good old friend Bitcoin. Let's see what's going on with Bitcoin, guys. We haven't really broken out in Bitcoin. This is why I wanted to cover that. I wanted to cover that because if you're looking at it, what are we seeing here, guys? If you always hear, you should know exactly what this pattern is. All right. I'm not gonna let you guys know. I'm gonna go on the good old, as I call, the Google machine. Let's go on the Google machine and we're gonna Google it. You can try to guess it yourself. See if you get it. If you didn't, this is an evening star pattern. Okay. Let me zoom in to make it easier and more legible for you guys. This is an evening star pattern. These are all the things I teach in the course. So you'll see these things. That's an evening star pattern. What do you see? By the way, you're gonna have a green candle. You have a more like a doji or indecision candle. This could be either green or red. By the way, guys, it doesn't really matter. It could be either green, red, or complete doji, and then you're gonna have a big bearish candle that shows up. So this is what we saw here. Don't worry about the tail. Okay, you guys don't have to worry about that tail. This is exactly what we see here. This is why I love technical analysis. As soon as you see it, you should know exactly what it is. All right. So again, remember when I talked about this level? I mean, this is still here. You guys can still see it. Isn't it so funny when you see these things? What did Bitcoin do? It just went right to that level again and just collapsed. See, that's when we had that double tap that was happening there. This is what exactly happened with Bitcoin. All right. So now with this, unless this candle can actually squeeze back up and close above 50% of this candle, the likelihood, the probability, right? We're not dealing with certainty here. All everything we're doing is probability. The probability is we are going to go down. All right, this is the probability that we're looking at. Now, going back, I didn't give you guys my probability for. Let me just move back just a little bit for the S&P 500. Although this is indecision, probability, right? Tomorrow tells me we're going down. But again, the caveat with that, the trigger for that is the jobless claim numbers. So the jobless claim numbers can completely shift that because that's news. That's new data points, right? Because that can completely change the dynamic. But as of right now, this look like it might be going down again. But the reason I didn't feel confident to take it is because it was close above this. Um, the cues, I would tell you, I would not even touch that at all here. I don't know what that is. I would not touch that at all because yeah, we break out again. Probability would tell me, maybe we're going to consolidate here. If not, we're gonna have a big drop. That's probability, really for these two. All right. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Let me see. I don't have any additional questions here. There's no other questions. Again, if you are a beginner, I really implore you guys to learn technical analysis. Technical analysis is the stock market language. You need to learn how to speak it. Trading in the stock market not only provides you the freedom, a type of freedom, but it also provides you some sort of security, right? Because as long as you can draw breath and you have a few $100s, you have a possibility of making some money in the market, no matter what. You don't need some company to validate you. You don't need some company to give you a job. You don't need them to make sure you get your hours or anything like that. I will never ever speak down on people working 9 to 5. I think that is an important base. It gives you the opportunity to make sure that you can save and do certain things. But I want you guys to just remember that thing. Just never forget that. Wherever you're working, this is you helping someone else realize their dream. Now, if you're satisfied with that, that's on you. That's okay. There's no shame in that. There's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. But for those of us who wants more, who wants that freedom, who doesn't want to show up one day and being told, we no longer need your services, we no longer have to worry, when they announce layoffs are coming and you have anxiety every single morning. Um, that this really can provide true freedom. But what I would tell you, if you are not careful, if you're not learning, if you're not being patient, if you're being overly aggressive, you don't have a process you're following, you're most certainly going to be part of the 90% of traders who lose money. All right, most traders lose money, and it's not because a lot of people. It's not because they don't know how to trade. A lot of it has to do with what's up here. It's psychological. You know how many good traders that I see that says, hey, you know what, they actually did get some stuff in Chevron. Let's just see what happens. I think it might go. That's FOMO. That's FOMO. It's hard to be consistent. It is hard. And again, trading is one of those things that if you don't have a process and find a way to manage your stress and find a way to really stick to that process, that will beat you down. And for those of you guys who've been trading for a while, again, kudos, man. I mean, I know how it is. Trading and being, self-employed and things like that. Trading is probably one of the only type of business where you show up, give it 100. I keep saying that you'll give it 100% for 2 weeks. You give it 100% of all you got, and you might make no money, or you might even lose a little money. But the thing about trading is, if you stay consistent during these tough times, and when you take losses, you don't take big losses. When the winning comes, the winning will pay. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. For those of you guys that's in the community, unfortunately today I cannot do the video, the team meeting today because my new computer would not let me log into Teams. It's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. I really cannot. I'm gonna try to get this figured out. But as of right now, guys, thank you for tuning in. Again, if you like this video, if you're watching this, if you watch this on replay, you like this video, make sure to check out the other ones. I do have some educational stuff on there as far as strategies and stuff like that. And make sure you share that video with somebody else. Share the channel. Let me help a few people, man. I mean, just and if you here, please drop below. Let me know. My folks from Poland wanna say hello to you guys. I don't know how to say hello in Polish yet, but I will learn. I promise you guys, I will learn. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. I will be on again tomorrow. I'll see you guys to break down the market. And again, stay on the lookout. I do have some educational videos as far as strategies dropping for you guys. You know, I gotta keep feeding you guys these gems. All right, guys, take care. Peace out, and have